Going. Going.
Run, 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 run.
Jumper. Do you like that?
With every passing year, chimneys are fewer. And on those that remain, Fred Dibner is beginning to find the climb to the top harder and longer.
I'm getting too old for this.
Back home from his travels, Fred turned to a lighter line of work, more suited to his maturing years.
Move up, Jack. What paint it now, so I want you to stay out of the road.
I want help too.
No, it's a technical job, this painting. Because we don't want any runs on it or anything, you see. The first one I ever made, you could say, weathercock, were when I was doing my national service in Germany. I ended up with this very posh regiment, you know, like sons of rich men, all the officers, you know, quite nice names like Major Furrow Tomlin and Vivian Jasper Tubbs. And they all had an horse each, you see, so, and the, sort of a team of foxhounds, and I got the job of looking after the foxhounds. And every day, arriving from the canteen would be like the leftovers from you know, the meals that the troops had had, sort of style. And amongst it all, there'd be the odd canteen aluminium tray and the odd knife and fork, you see. And one day, through boredom, because it's not very exciting looking after 12 foxhounds, I decided I'd have a do at making a weathercock out of one of these aluminium trays, you see, to put on top of the dog kennel, you know, when I finally finished it. It were really weathercocks, well actually weather vanes, that started my career in steeplejacking off. I'd come fresh out the army and sort of set myself up as a steeplejack of sorts and never managed to get a job, you know, sort of thing, for 6 months. And then I was summoned to meet the Vicar of Bolton, a big tall fellow with a long black frock on. He was a canon, you know, which I approached with a great deal of fear and trepidation. And I think the reason he liked me was the fact that he had a 1929 Humber car and I arrived on my 1927 350 AJS motorbike, you see. And we got on quite well. He had another interest in common, firearms for a vicar, a bit unusual, but nevertheless. Anyway, we got the job of re-gilding these weather vanes, which enabled me to go and have a do at other vicars with a lot more confidence, and ended up nearly up every church spire in Bolton.
Well, it's nice to see you.
All right.
Yeah, it seems a long time.
There it is.
That looks super.
Great.
Really
The
nice.
ladder's not
Beautiful.
blown away yet.
Ian
so-
Ed, the headmaster.
It's nice
Nice
to
to
see
meet
you,
you.
Fred.
I'll get it and we'll
Yeah,
fix it up.
It
Beautiful,
looks
huh?
really great, does that? It really does. I was going to say 6 months ago I saw the mock-up,
Right.
and
There
now I thought
There it is.
thought it might be a cock-up.
No, no.
No,
It's all right.
that's absolutely superb.
In the days of high summer, Fred took time off to make a voyage of discovery down on the coast of Essex.
Yeah, that's the miller's house over there.
Yeah, it's rather splendid. You know. When was it built, that?
It was built in 1857.
Yeah, it looks rather sort of reminiscent of a cotton magnate's mansion. Ripping me shit. Oh, the jungle.
It is. Getting nearer.
Yeah. Oh, it's quite exciting, that.
It'll be worth it.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that's an ancient boiler, isn't it? Yeah. Must have been here since the 1850s, that.
Oh, you're not far wrong. It was 1845 that was put in.
Yeah. Pity about the fire hole door being busted. Been a long time since anybody shoveled any coal in there.
Yes. Well, there's more to see yet. Come through.
Yeah. Blimey heck. God, there's not so many of these around, you know. There. Magic. There.
Of course, the old beam engine used to drive the grindstones for the miller.
Yeah, blimey heck. Yeah, it's almost perfect, isn't it?
And it probably hasn't been run since 1875 when the rest
Yeah.
of the mill burned down.
Yeah. Yeah, like really, the beam engine is more or less the beginning of the age of the steam engine, you know.
Well, where else did they use them?
All over England, you know, for pumping water out of coal mines in Cornwall mainly. And then up in northeast of England, they actually used them for winding coal. I mean, the castings are magnificent, aren't they? All that beading around the edge and everything. It's beautiful workmanship, isn't it? Such a shame it's here and nobody can see it, you know. But there's not many pairs of eyes gazed upon it, really, over the last 100
No,
years.
it's
It's
been
amazing.
well hidden away.
Yeah. You'd never know it were here, would you? After the journey like we've had. Yeah. You wouldn't...
What would it be worth restored today?
Well, yeah, it's debatable, that, you know. Not everybody wants one, but sort of to do it up, you know, I reckon you'd be looking for something like 20 grand, you know.
So what would it be worth if it was done up?
I don't know. You could turn it into a tourist attraction and charge £1 a piece for look at it. You know, you'd soon have your 50 grand back. Like, you know, it really depends what a man's prepared to pay for such a thing. Some men would only give you scrap price for it, you know, which would be very sad. But others, lots of people would pay a lot of money for it, you know. I wish it were mine.
Of course, these are the cogs that drove the millstones up above.
Yeah, he's got wooden teeth as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
I'm not too well up on corn mills. There were no cornfields where I lived, you know.
No?
Yeah.
It must have been incredibly noisy and dusty for people working here when it was all going.
Yeah, it's a magnificent thing, isn't it? Look at the beautiful weeded bits, you know. Now it'd be a piece of iron pipe with a knobbly well round bottom, like. Yeah. It's been well worth the thrash through the jungle to look at all this magnificent machinery.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
Yeah.
By now, quite a number of people were sending for Fred to come and inspect their steam engines. He took on a few small restoration jobs. And then, a very big one. To repair this world-famed giant of the road, Atlas, a Fowler B6 tractor of 16.5 tons, built in 1928 and now worth a small fortune.
Some 3 or 4 years ago, I were at a traction engine rally and it was drizzling with rain and very miserable Sunday morning sort of thing. And these two evidently sort of upper crust gentlemen were polishing the thing up. And I stood there in the rain and he said to me, I say, he said, it's the chappie off television, isn't it? You know, I said, yeah, it is. I said, hey, this is my favourite engine, you know, it should be mine, really. and then he said, would you like a go, you know, like a steam round, you know? So we had a bit of a chuff round and, you know, to me that were it, you know, it was one of my only chance of ever having a go on Atlas that I thought I would ever get, you see. And he never forgot me because 12 months to the day afterwards, we came home from somewhere, Sue and I, and a message on the answer phone, James Hervey Mather speaking, you know, we wonder if Fred would like to assist me in driving Atlas to Upton this year, you know, from the castle. I mean, I didn't even know he lived in a castle then, like. So that were it, and that's how it's all started. And here we are, mending it. Here we go, we'll put it to the test. I'll have a look at the bearings and see if they're getting worn. I'll buy one of these when Susie wins the pools.
What do you reckon it'll cost?
Well, maybe 80, 90,000 pounds, you know, something on that score. My mate Neil says if I didn't drink so much Guinness, I could have bought Atlas years ago.